Hi, I'm Sherlonda Clarke, Director of Admissions here at the Humphrey School of Public Affairs at the University of Minnesota. We are absolutely thrilled that you are considering submitting your application.
And I'm Jacob Merrifield, Admissions Program Manager at the Humphrey School. Today, Sherlonda and I are going to give you some tips to creating the strongest application you can.
Letters of recommendation are a really important part of your application. It allows the admissions team to learn more about you from people who know you best. Here are some tips on getting good letters of recommendation. Number one, the closer you are to your undergraduate experience, the more academic references you should have. Letters of recommendation should either have professional references, so places where you have worked or volunteered, or academic references, which could be from faculty members or academic advisors, but someone who could speak to your work in the classroom. Tip number two, make sure you give your recommenders enough time to write a good recommendation for you. I would suggest a month, maybe even 6 weeks before the deadline. In addition to that, make sure that you ask them, would you write a positive letter of recommendation for me? You want to make sure that people who are speaking on your behalf have good things to say about you. It might be a little awkward or uncomfortable, but at least you would get good information and make sure that your application is as strong as possible. Number three, make sure that you provide your recommenders current information about you. I suggest giving them your most recent resume or perhaps a one-page sheet about you, just so they know everything that you have going on now. That way, they are up to date on all the things that you are doing, and they are able to write the strongest letter they can for you, giving you the best and strongest application you can submit.
At the Humphrey School, we value diverse views and experiences. Things to consider are hardships you've overcome personally or academically, how you've served underrepresented or marginalized communities, and the perspective that you'll bring to the Humphrey School. The extenuating circumstance piece is your opportunity to address anything you feel is lacking in your application. Some examples of this could be a poor grade in your undergraduate career due to some unforeseen circumstances, or it could be a gap in employment. This piece helps us put the pieces of your application together and lets us get to know you just a little bit more.
Your personal statement is one of the most important elements of your application. It is your opportunity to explain to the admissions committee why you are interested in becoming a student at the Humphrey School. Here are some recommendations for writing a strong personal statement. Number one, tell us about your path of getting here. How did you become passionate about the subject matter? Number two, what particularly about the Humphrey School do you want to explore? Why do you want to study here at the Humphrey? And number three, what do you plan to do with your degree after you are done? How will this degree help you accomplish your goals? And last but not least, make sure that your statement is a reflection of who you are. Once you're able to answer those three questions, you are definitely ready for a career at the Humphrey.